You know, one of the things that really got me excited yesterday was hearing one of the speakers telling a story of how he'd been on a community that was living literally on a garbage dump. And those guys were almost conditioned to imagine that they could achieve nothing. They had no resources, was their view. That's how everybody who came to visit them said, you've got nothing, you can't do anything. Well, these guys came along with a different attitude. They said, what assets do you have? Not what needs do you have, but what assets do you have? What have you got to give? And they said nothing, but looked at a different way. They said, well, you've got a workforce. You've got people who are able-bodied. They can do stuff. They're just unemployed. What can we find to do? And we heard a story coming out of that garbage dump of a community that got inspired to pick up trash, to wash the plastic bottles, and then to compress them and take them down the road where there was a recycling plant. And within just a couple of months, they'd paid back the loan that bought them the initial equipment that they needed, and they were able to begin to help other communities. In other words, they started so small with so few resources, and yet they began to make a real impact that affected the lives of those 15 or 20 families on a garbage dump somewhere in South America. And that's worth doing. Do that once and it's great. Do it twice and it's better. But that's the kind of idea that can multiply at such little cost right the way around the world and spark other ideas that are just as simple and straightforward to get the ball rolling.